reached the summer heat, and the last thing I feel like doing, I'm sure maybe you might be in the same situation, is turning on the stove or the oven and heating up the whole house and, you know, sweating over dinner at night. So today I'm sharing our all-time favorite dinners that are effortless and do not require any heat at all. These are full meals that are absolutely delicious, but you're not going to be sweating over them. Let's get to my kitchen and let's get to cooking, or should I say no cooking. This one's a good one. We're starting this week out by making these avocado ranch chicken sandwiches. I have about a pound of rotisserie chicken right here. Walmart sells these containers of pre-cooked, like rotisserie chicken that's seasoned. I've been really liking them recently, so I just added it to my bowl along with 2.5 teaspoons of fresh chopped dill. I also added in a cubed avocado along with 2.5 tablespoons of ranch dressing. You could use any type or any brand of ranch you like. You could also add like onions in this. Really add anything you like to this. I'm just keeping it simple for today. I also added in a little dash of salt and pepper. I do want to let you know, if you don't want to use like rotisserie chicken, you could cook up chicken on your own. You could use canned chicken. You could use like refrigerated bagged chicken. Really, any chicken will work. After you give it a stir, serve it in a hamburger bun, and there you go. Dinner was prepared in just minutes. This is so good. It is amazing because you're definitely beating the heat with this dinner. It is filling, full of protein. We also served it alongside of some carrot sticks and ranch. You definitely need to try this one when it's super hot outside. Now we're getting started on this chickpea antipasto salad, and don't go knocking this one until you try it. We're getting started on the dressing first. So to this bowl, I added 1/4 cup of olive oil, 1/4 cup of red wine vinegar, tablespoon of minced garlic, 1/2 teaspoon of Italian seasoning, then add in 1 teaspoon of the juice from pepperoni peppers. It makes it so good. Next, a dash of salt and pepper. Give this a whisk, and there you go. There is your dressing. This is like an easy homemade dressing. I could basically just drink it. It is that good. Now over to my cutting board. I'm going to cut up my cherry tomatoes, my salami, and my ham. Now over to a big bowl, I'm going to add in 2 drained and rinsed cans of chickpeas. Chickpeas are super high in protein. They're a great meat substitute if you're on a budget. They're also super yummy to cook with. I also added in my mini pepperonis, my pepperoni peppers, my chopped artichoke hearts. I'm also going to be adding in a drained can of black olives. If you're not a fan of olives or artichokes or really any of these ingredients, you don't have to add them in. Just add in what you like, and you could always add in different ingredients too. Then I added in 2 cups of chopped baby spinach, 8 ounces of mozzarella cheese, my ham, salami, and my tomatoes along with my dressing. Give this a super duper good stir. You could serve it immediately or you could chill it for later. You could prep this dinner ahead of time. It's just super easy. It's super high in protein from the meats and those chickpeas, or you could call them like garbanzo beans. You could add ingredients to this. You could subtract ingredients. This antipasto salad is so good. I am going to be making it on repeat all summer long. It's that good. I went to make this no-bake pineapple layer dessert, and I just knew I couldn't keep it from you, so I hope that's okay. I'm sharing it with you now. So into my food processor, or you could use a large bag and kind of like crush the graham crackers in a bag. Just crush up 1.5 sleeves of graham crackers, and then once they are fine and crushed like this, you're going to add in 1/2 cup of melted butter. This is going to be the graham cracker crust, and this dessert is just so good. Just mix that butter in, and then you're going to remove 1/2 cup of the graham cracker crust. Just set it to the side. We're going to be using it later on. Now we're getting started on the cream cheese filling. So into this bowl, I added 6 ounces of softened cream cheese, 1/4 cup of kind of melted butter, and then I'm mixing this together. And then once it's kind of like smooth, I'm adding in 2 cups of powdered sugar. I added the powdered sugar in 1 cup at a time, just so you know it's not like clumpy in the end. What really elevates this like cheesecake layer is 2 tablespoons of crushed pineapple. So add your crushed pineapple in, mix it again until it's smooth, and then there you go. Your cheesecake layer is done. Now we're getting started on the Cool Whip layer. It's 8 ounces of Cool Whip and then 20 ounces of drained crushed pineapple. This recipe is so easy. It might seem like a few different steps, but trust me, It is easy, and if you're a pineapple fan, you are going to love it, especially during these warmer months when you just feel like a refreshing, little treat. Also, this is one of those desserts that's basically pretty much impossible to mess up. It is so easy to throw together, even if you're not great at making desserts. You think you got to try this one, but just press that graham cracker crust to the bottom of an 8x8 baking dish. Then you're going to spread that cheesecake layer over the top of that. And then this is also a recipe that you could double easily. So you could double it for more people if you'd like. And then over the top of that cheesecake layer, you're going to add that Cool Whip pineapple mixture. After you spread that over the top, you are going to sprinkle that half a cup of reserved graham crackers over the top of that. Cover this with some cling wrap or anything, and then you're going to let it refrigerate for at least 5 hours. Now, let me tell you, if you were a pineapple fan, you are going to love this. I made this for a little family get together, and everybody just couldn't stop talking about how good it is. It truly is delicious. That cheesecake layer is just scrumptious. The Cool Whip on top with like the crushed pineapple is amazing. You need to give this one a try. It's just so refreshing for the warmer months. Now we're getting started on this ramen noodle salad. This one is a total classic. So to a bowl, add in a half a cup of olive oil. We're getting started on the dressing first. 3 tablespoons of white vinegar. After you add that vinegar in there, you're going to add in a tablespoon of sugar. Then add in 1 packet of ramen seasoning. So just add in one of those packets of seasoning, add it right in there. Then you're going to add in a little dash of salt and pepper. Give this a stir. This dressing might seem a little odd, but it really does work super well for this recipe. To a big bowl, you're going to add in 16 ounces of shredded coleslaw mix. It's just that shredded cabbage carrot mix that you get from the store. Then add in 1/3 cup of sunflower kernels and 1/3 cup of sliced almonds. The almonds and the sunflower kernels just work so well with this recipe. Next, add in 2 bags of crushed ramen noodles. You're not going to add in the seasoning packets that the ramen noodles come with. Just add in the ramen, just crush them up slightly. This recipe turns out so good in the end. Then you're going to add in 3 sliced green onions along with that dressing that we made earlier. Give this a stir. Then you could refrigerate it for a little bit, or you could serve it immediately. This is another one of those dinners that is just so refreshing for the warmer months. It is so easy to throw together. If you want to, you could add in some rotisserie chicken to this. You could add in like canned chicken for added protein, but this one is refreshing. Like I said, it is so easy to make and so good. Now we're getting started on these chicken tacos with a creamy ranch salsa. So we're getting started on the creamy ranch salsa first. It's 1/4 cup of sour cream, or you could use plain Greek yogurt, and then 1/2 cup of ranch dressing, a teaspoon of taco seasoning, and 2 tablespoons of salsa. You could use any brand or any type of salsa. This is so good. You just have to trust me. Give it a little stir, and then you're going to place it in the fridge while you work on the regular like tacos. So once this is in the fridge, I am going to pull out my can of black beans. I'm adding in my black beans to the bowl right now, and then I did drain and rinse my beans. The reason why I did drain and rinse them is just because it does improve the flavor and texture of the final dish just by like rinsing off, what's on the beans, and then it does help cut down on gas if you do drain them and rinse them first like this. So that's why I like to drain them and rinse them before adding them into dishes. Sometimes I get asked. I also added in 2 cups of rotisserie chicken along with a tablespoon of taco seasoning. Just give this a stir. Then you're going to cover it with a lid or a plate, and you're going to microwave it for about 2 to 3 minutes just to, heat up the chicken and the beans. I also diced up a Roma tomato and some green onions. Now to assemble this dish, I microwaved my corn tortillas just so they're easier to work with, and I just think they're a little better when they're heated up. You could also heat up your tortillas on the stove. And then in my tortillas, I added some of that chicken mixture with the beans, cheese, a little bit of my tomatoes, onions, shredded lettuce, and then some of my creamy salsa ranch. I'll be the first to admit I was a little skeptical about these tacos at first, but they are absolutely delicious. They are full of so much flavor. You will not miss turning on your stove or your oven and heating up your house with this dish. This one's amazing. The sauce on top is delicious, and I'm always so thankful when you guys share my videos with your friends. So thank you so much for your support. I'd love to have you over here, so make sure you're subscribed. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.